I'm Ted, and I'm a 54-year-old man. My wife Kathy is 51 years old, and we've been married for the last 24 years. This year, I'm planning to throw my wife a 25th anniversary party. I own a bakery that was passed down to me by my father. While I enjoy running the bakery, Kathy works in a local accounting firm and makes a lot more money than I do. We have two wonderful children, a 20-year-old son and a 19-year-old daughter who have moved out to create their own lives. They've become independent, and we're proud of the individuals they've become. Our family is my source of happiness, and I'm looking forward to celebrating our 25th anniversary with Kathy. It's been a great journey, and I can't wait to mark this special milestone with a memorable celebration. Kathy is a very outgoing person, and she absolutely loves going out for parties. She's always been the star of the show kind of person, and that's one of the things I've always loved about her. I fell in love with her because she can make any conversation amazing. Her ability to light up a room and turn any gathering into a memorable event is one of the many reasons why I cherish her so much. I'm just a few months away from my 25th marriage anniversary, and I just can't contain my excitement. I've taken it upon myself to design and bake a special cake for the occasion. It's a personal touch I want to add to our celebration. Kathy, my wife, means the world to me, and I can't wait to make this milestone anniversary as memorable as possible. Well, that was the plan till the day my world came crashing down. My wife usually stays in office later towards the end of the month as she has to close the accounts. During such days, the office provides the transport for her. Every husband likes to be the man in a marriage. You see, doing things that matter as a man. So, one such last day of the month, I decided to walk into my wife's office and pick her up from office and take her out for a fine dining. The guards of the office know me well and never stop from entering the office. So, I walked in like a king and towards my wife's office. What I saw was not what I ever thought I would ever see. The office was dark as someone had shut down the lights, and I could see that there was light coming from a mobile phone. In that dim light, I could see two figures joined together. As I walked closer, I saw my beloved wife bent over, and another man who I have never seen is doing the deed from behind. My heart sank, and I could not comprehend what is going on. I walked towards them and walked straight to them. I called out to my wife. She quickly got up and said, "Hi, Ted." I was appalled and looked at her. She said, "It's not what you think." I told her I am not thinking. I don't need to think. I have seen this man inside of you. So, no, I don't need to think. She said that she could explain. I told her, save it for when I want to listen. I walked to the man who was still adjusting his clothes. I saw him in the eye and asked him his name. He mumbled Alex. He looked in his 30s and was shorter than me. I turned to my wife and asked, "Is this the best you can get? People F up and not F down." I walked out of the office and went straight to my house. I opened a bottle of my usual drink and waited for my wife to come home. Around 11 p.m. she walks in, and I asked her to sit right in front of me. I explained that I have set up a video camera and I started to record. I asked her to sit on the chair that has been set up. She tried to walk away, but I told her she can only delay it, not escape it. She sat down and arrogantly shouted me, "Go ahead, ask your questions." I asked her how long has she been cheating on me. She kept quiet. I asked again and she replied 6 months. I asked her why did she do it. Her response was not what I expected. I was expecting that she would tell me something like she was bored and wanted adventure, or even to the extent of calling me not callable enough. What she said was beyond my imagination. She said she is good looking, she is beautiful, and she deserves it. She said that she is a star and everyone loves her, so she needs to share her love. My only response was, "Are you dumb, or you think I am dumb enough to believe that nonsense? Who has such a thought process?" I asked, "Have you been sleeping with others as well?" "Well," she said, "yes." I was stunned. I felt that I am the biggest douche on the planet. My wife adding a body count, and I am here busting my bum in a bakery. I asked her if my kids my own, to which she said yes. I will get a DNA test done on them, but I don't see any use. I cannot disown them after spending all my life with them. I told her, now that you are caught, what do you want? She said, what do you mean? I told her that I do not want her in my life anymore, and she needs to leave. She agreed and told me that she will leave in the morning. I was livid. I said, after 24 years of marriage, you make a fool out of me. You are such a jerk. I did hurl a few more NSFW words. She calmly looked at me and said, you were lucky that I married you. You were a nobody when I married you. You are who you are because of me. I laughed and said yes. I busted my bum in that bakery to give everyone a good life. She then said something I never imagined. She said, so much effort and yet you are still a loser. I controlled my urge to let my primal instincts take over. I was hurt inside and could not imagine that this is the same person I live with for 24 years. I guess there was a veil she had over her that was hiding this side of her. Sitting with her, I had the same look on my face as Will Smith had when Jada Pinkett Smith told him that she was cheating on him. I had tears in my eyes, but I was holding them back. Somehow the night went on. I did not sleep. Kathy took all night to pack her belongings. In the morning it was over. She left. It was a few days away from our 25th marriage anniversary. In the afternoon I called my kids home, and with a heavy heart, I explained what has happened and played the video for the kids. I stopped going to the bakery for a few days and told my staff to manage things. A few days later, Kathy called and asked to meet and discuss our separation. We met, and I explained that I would not part with any of my property. Kathy agreed and told me since she earns more, she will not be paying any alimony. We agreed not to touch our shared assets as they will be transferred to our kids. Soon we got divorced. Eventually, I started going back to my bakery and started getting back with my life. Since the town we live in is a small one, everyone knew each other. My customers at times gave me sad and consoling looks, and I did not like it. I used to hear about Kathy sometimes when some of my customers used to talk about her. I also started going to a local bar as I did not have anyone waiting for me at home. I used to meet a lot of people there. One such evening I met Tony. He was almost 60, and we used to share interests in sports and politics. I told him about Kathy and how that incident has changed my life. He asked me to pick up new hobbies and work my way to success. Well, I did start promoting my business on social media, and it did take some time, but now I ship my products to 14 different states. My income has increased 7 times, and even my son has joined the business. He takes care of the logistics and marketing. I bought a new convertible. I move around the city in it, and sometimes at night I race it down the city. I met Kathy a few days away. She was surprised to see my new car, my new aura, and my physics. I forgot to mention that I now work out every day. On the other hand, she did not look that good. Her eyes had dark circles, her belly was hanging out, and she had wrinkles on her face. It could also be that I could not see her real beauty as I no longer love her. She asked me if we could sit down for a coffee. I did not want to do it, but what the heck? I can give her a few minutes. I sat down and she started talking. Most of what she said was ignored. I told her if she is done. She asked me how did I change so much. I told her that I kicked the poison out of my life. I did not want to share how I had become who I am today, but deep down I know that behind every successful person there is a woman. It was true in my case as well. She breaking my heart was the catalyst for my success, if not all of it. I did get a lot of help from friends and my kids, but it started with her. Had she not cheated on me, I would have been living a blissful life and would have never been out of my comfort zone. That too at my age. I left after I finished my coffee and did not look back. A few days later, Kathy called again and asked if we can meet again. I asked what does she want, as I do not believe we have any reason to meet. She said that she wants to get back as she misses me and she is impressed that I have changed so much and now I am real catch. I laughed and told her yes, I am a catch now and I will definitely be available for someone who measures up to me. I added that she is now just a husk of what she used to be, and why would I waste my time with her? I can afford a car straight out of a new car dealership. Why would I settle for a used clown car? I added that, given her body count, I do not want to stir a spoon in a well. So do not call me again and waste my time. She was trying to say something when I hung up. I never got a call from her again. I did, however, start dating a local model. I know it sounds weird, but I know it will not last. If it works with her, I'll be lucky. Meanwhile, I will post some pictures with her on my social media because I know Kathy would be looking at them. I have made my will and have distributed all my assets to my kids. I plan to retire next year, and I bought a small cabin in the woods as planned to spend my remaining life there. Until next time, people.